Hello everybody, my name is Terendi and I am going to explain about the Edwardian literature. The Edwardian era in the United Kingdom is the era that conferring the reign of King Edward VII from 1901 until 1910. The death of Queen Victoria in January 1901 and the succession of her son Edward marked the end of the Victorian era. While Victoria had sonnet society, Edward was the leader of a fashionable elite that set a style influenced by the art and fashions of continental Europe because of the king's fondness for travel. The era was marked by significant shifts in politics as sections of society that had been largely excluded from wielding power in the past, such as common laborers and women, because increasingly politicized. The Edwardian period is sometimes extended beyond Edward's death in 1910 to include the years up to the sinking of the RMS Titanic in 1912, the start of World War I in 1914, the end of hostilities with Germany in 1918, of the signing of the Treaty of Versailles in 1919. Class and society. The Edwardian era was a period during which the British class system was very rigid. Economic and social change created an environment in which there was more social mobility. Such change includes rising interest in socialism, attention to the plight of the poor and the status of women, including the issue of women's suffrage, together with increased economic opportunities as a result of rapid industrialization. These changes were to be hastened in the aftermath of World War I. The arts. The Edwardian period corresponds to the French Belle Epoque period. Despite its brief preeminence, the period is characterized by its own unique architectural style, fashion, and lifestyle. Art Nouveau had a particularly strong influence. Artists were influenced by the development of the automobile and electricity, and the great awareness of human rights. In November 1910, Roger Fry organized the exhibition Method and the Post-Impressionists at the Grafton Galleries, London. This exhibition was the first to prominently feature Gauguin, Manet, Matisse, and Van Gogh in England and brought their art to the public. He followed it up with the second post-impressionist exhibition in 1912. Literature. In fiction, some of the best-known names are J. M. Barrie, Arnold Bennett, G. K. Chesterton, Joseph Conrad, E. M. Forster, John Galsworthy, Kenneth Grahame, Rudyard Kipling, Edith Nesbit, Beatrix Potter, Seki, George Bernard Shaw, H. G. Wells, and P. G. Wodehouse. Apart from this famous writer, this was a period when a great number of novels and short stories were being published, and a significant distinction between highbrow literature and popular fiction emerged. Among the most famous works of literary criticism was A.C. Bradley's Shakespearean tragedy. Mass audience newspaper controlled by press tycoons such as Hemsworth brother Alfred Hemsworth, first Viscount Northcliffe, and Harold Hemsworth, first Viscount Rotherham, became increasingly important. Music. The available recordings of music such as wax cylinders placed on phonographs were poor in quality by modern standards. Live performances, both amateur and professional, were popular. Henry Wood, Edgar Elgar, Gustav Holst, Arnold Bax, George Butterworth, Ralph Vaughan Williams, and Thomas Beckham were all active military bands often played outside in parks during the summer. The new technology of wax cylinders played on phonographs made live performance permanently available for repetition at any time. Performing arts. Cinema was primitive and audience preferred live performance to picture shows. Music hall was very popular and widespread because influential performers include male impersonator Vesta Tilly and comic Literatic. The most successful playwright of the era was Somerset Maugham. In 1908, he had 4 plays running simultaneously in London and published a cartoon of Shakespeare beating his fingernails nervously as he looked at the billboards. Maugham's play, like his novel, usually had a conventional plot structure, but the decade also saw the rise of the so-called new drama, represented in plays by George Bernard Shaw, Harley Granville Barker, and Continental imports by Henrik Ibsen and Gerald Hauptmann. The actor or manager system, as managed by Sir Henry Irving, George Alexander, and Herbert Beerhoff, was in this list. About architecture, notable architects include Edwin Lutyens, Carlos Rennie Mackintosh, and Giles Gilbert Scott. In spite of the popularity of Art Nouveau in Europe, the Edwardian Baroque style of architecture was widely favored for public structures and was a revival of Christopher Wren inspired designs of the late 17th and early 18th centuries. The change of reversal in taste from the Victorian electric styles corresponded with the historical revivals of the period, most prominently earlier Georgian and neoclassical styles of the late 18th and early 19th centuries. Okay, that's all for my presentation. I could say thank you for your attention everyone and see you later.